Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to explain and kind of teach you guys how I edit my YouTube videos. So I'm going to break apart basically the video, my most recent video, so last upload. I'll have it linked right here. But yeah, so basically the way I edit most of my videos is I edit like chronologically order from the first video to the 15th video or whatever, how many videos I've taken. And so for instance, yesterday, with all the footage put together, it was I think 50 minutes and the final video was almost 20 minutes long. We did film a lot, but let me show you exactly how I do everything. So here's a timeline. So basically, since I'm doing Vlogmas on YouTube, I'm making every video in this one big Premiere Pro project. So on the left over here, I have like all the days in folders, and then I have all the sequences underneath right here, as you can see. So right here in my timeline, you could what I did in the beginning of the video was make kind of like a hook, and it's about 20 seconds long. So here's the hook. Okay, so I did the hook at the end. So basically, this was the first video I filmed yesterday. Me talking about head to the gym. So literally, there's not much right there. There's just a talking shot. And so when you're editing, you just want to trim out all the excess fat, like all those footage that you don't need. You know, like say you're filming and you get a shot of your foot, you edit that out really quick. And so I recommend getting a mouse that has these buttons right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I use the Logitech MX Master 3, and so you're able to have shortcuts on all these buttons. You could use them on your keyboard, but I like everything being on my right hand. Usually I just use the arrows on my keyboard, maybe the space bar. But I'm able to use the cut tool, the selection tool, pause, play, delete all in my mouse. And that's how I trim up all my videos. And then once everything's trimmed up, then it's time to like add in everything. So for instance, me driving to the gym, and then me being at the gym, I add an adjustment layer, and it gives this effect.
Yeah, I'll pick it up later.
I add this like little color LUT basically in Premiere Pro to give it this color, and if I were to take away the color, it's just the raw file. And there's me at the gym. So, but with that adjustment layer with the color, you get this look. And then I kind of like go for like that cinematic look. So then I add border frames around the video. So this one's not a good example, but this one, for example, me driving, I add those black bars from the top and bottom. And so all you gotta do really is, like say I want to do it on the talking shot, all you gotta do is go to the left side, go to your project panel, and then this button right here, you're gonna hit new item, adjustment layer, and then your video settings 1920 by 1080 obviously, so you don't touch that. And then you're going to drag it over the clip, and then you're going to go to the effects tab, and you're going to go to crop, and then you're going to drag the crop over to the adjustment layer, and then you're going to I put 10% on the top and 10% on the bottom, and now you have those black bars on the top and bottom. And then with the adjustment layer, you can obviously do it on the clip, but I do it on adjustment layers. And then you could drag it throughout the clip. Yeah. And the same thing with the color one. So say I want to get that color look, I would do the same thing. Go to project, I'm gonna just drag an adjustment layer. And then you go to the color panel. So You go to all panels, and then if you were to shoot in C-Log, that's what I do for work. Most of my work stuff I shoot in a like flat profile picture, but for my YouTube videos, I mean, there's no need. I'm gonna just kill my hard drives. But yeah, you could just like find something that you like. Oh, I don't know why it's not showing. What the heck? Maybe right here. Oh, there you go. So you could like skim through them. I don't even know which one's the one I use for the other one. But say I like, I want something more like that. Clean Fuji C. Okay, like if I wanted that one, I go to the adjustment layer, Clean Fuji C, right? This one right here. So now there's a LUT without it, with it, and then like the other one. You can just drag it to the whole entire clip or whatever the case is, right? Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay, and then going through, we got another talking shot of me coming back from the gym. And then I'm home. And then we're driving to the coffee shop. So this is the shot right here.
Hey, he's half your size already.
So same thing. I probably just copied and pasted. Either I dragged it or copied and pasted. And it's the same two adjustment layers. Got the color. There's the color. On and, or my bad. Off, on, off, on. And then the same thing with the borders. There they are off. And there we go. They're back on. And then for this sequence, it's us actually at the coffee shop. So these shots, I planned ahead and I filmed in 60 frames per second because I knew I was going to slow them down in post. So with these clips, what is it, 1220? So these clips are shot in 60 frames. And so the way I organize them is I color the slow motion shots in a different color. And the way you could do that is just by right clicking it and going to label and choosing it. So I have it as mango. And so for these clips, as you can see, if I were to, here, let me drag a video so you guys can get a better idea of how this would work. You wanna, if you shoot in 60 frames per second, you're gonna modify them to 23.976 or 24 frames per second. But yeah, so like watch. Let me find a clip. No, I gotta find a clip. This one. Okay, here's the clip, 160. So I'm gonna drag this here, even though I already did it. But as you can see, 160 says 59.94, so 60 frames per second. So what you do is, first I would label it, and I'm gonna go to mango, so I know that this is gonna be a slow motion video. Then you right click it again, and you're gonna modify, interpret footage, and then you're gonna, where it says 1, you're gonna double click and hit 20, or type in 23.976. So now, if I drag it over here, now obviously I shot it in 4K, so it's gonna be kind of big, but now it's in slow motion, and you can hear whoever's talking in the background, like that, like audio. And see, this is what I mean by trimming your videos, like all this like stuff, like that sign, that's not gonna be in a video. It's all slowed down footage. And then in order for you to take away the audio, since I had music, you right click it and you hit unlink. So now you could separate the footage from the volume if you wanted the volume to be used in a different part of the video. But in our case, we're not going to use it, so we just delete the audio. That's how you slow down footage. So So now let's go back to that sequence right there. So as you can see, all these videos don't have any audio, it's just a song. So I unlinked all the audio from those clips and I added my own song. Well, not my song, but you know what I get. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, so most of all these orange ones are in slow motion. Watch, we'll watch it. And then now that we're back in the blue clips, it's not slow motion, it's like normal speed. And then what else do we have here? So now the baking section, I did the same thing. These are all slow motion shots. And for the first two clips I have, I don't know, like maybe 3 to 5 seconds, I just put on text annual cookie bake off. Just because we're changing scenes, you know, we're from the coffee shop back home at the kitchen. So I just want to like set the scene. And yeah, so these are all slow motion shots. Here, let's hear it with the audio. Yeah. Okay. And so that's basically the rest of the video, you know, all the slow motion shots, slow them down, like these right here.
The things I don't know.
And so you can see the dramatic effect that these two adjustment layers give. So like rewatching that without the borders and without the color, it just looks plain. It's like seeing a coloring book without color. But then, bam. Okay, and now let's talk audio. So I wouldn't say coloring and audio is my forte, but like I know the basics, right? So so like for this one, for the hook, I just added a big fade here, and I usually want my fade to be at least 2 seconds. Wait up, Santi's gonna be probably falling asleep for a nap. But yeah, I usually want my fades to be at least 2 seconds. This one is three seconds. And so the way you add a fade is just literally by right clicking and apply default transition. That's literally all I do for these. And then this one, I had it like rise in and rise out, like fade in and fade out.
Here now, so we go warm up the car, and I'll pick it up later.
Okay. And then you could even get more complex with some of the audio levels by, so right here you can see this one. I have it at 0 decibels, like I didn't change any of the decibels. But then you can click the level and watch, I'll show you. So right here, I lowered the volume a little bit. So you click this little diamond, and then around right here, I click the diamond again, and I'm able to lower the volume right here. So instead of me fading out completely, it just fades to like a lower volume. and you can stretch out these. You can make them closer. You can make the volume a lot lower. You can make this part higher just by dragging them up and down. But yeah, let's leave it to the way it was. And then I had a fade at the end of the song also. And so I have a library already in my hard drive. So if I were to go to my audio folder, I got Epidemic Sounds, and then I have a few different folders. So right now, since it is Christmas time, I have a few songs already downloaded. And yeah, so I could just drag and drop. And also, like I had mentioned before, I just added a quick text box right here. And so all you gotta do for those is go to your graphics templates. I have a few already saved, but you could just, what I do, just grab your basic title, and then right here, just double click, and just how to add a text box, and then you can highlight it, and then go to your properties, and then when you can like play with it. So I don't know, I want it red, it's red. I want background, you're gonna check it, and then I want the background to be green because it's Christmas theme. There you go, simple like that. And then you could change the font right here. I like American, that's one of my favorite ones. Which other ones have I been using? I'm trying to think, which one's this one? This one is, what font is this one? Oh, this is just a regular one, see? But you see I have the white, and then I have like the black frame for the text. But yeah, that's pretty much how I edit these videos. They're not too complex. It just does take a while to like trim up the videos, find a song that goes with it. I think I'm gonna keep this song for like the intros. I kind of like how it goes with it. And then the adjustment layers, I literally just copy and paste them and just add it to where it's needed. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This took me like less than 2 hours to do yesterday, late last night. I didn't think I was gonna get on time before midnight, but I was able to. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys if you guys are planning on editing some videos on YouTube or whatever the case is. This is literally like, you can use this for all types of videos, to be honest. Not just Premiere Pro, but Final Cut Pro, DaVinci, what else? CapCut, what? But I just use Premiere Pro for most of my project, most of my work. And you could do this for your Instagram videos, your TikTok videos, whatever the case is. If you guys want a video where I edit and I film myself editing the entire video from start to finish, I can do that. Hopefully my computer lets me do that. But yeah. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.